and update.
Welcome to the Panther News. I am Paula Kuiper from the cross country and track and field team.
And I'm Vince Paikowski, the better dressed member of the cross country and track and field team. Today, our first story is about senior Marcus Paulson, who burst out onto the scene and won the 2014 cross country championship and set a record in the 5K. However, the NCAA stripped him of his title and his record after this Janet Jackson-esque type wardrobe malfunction.
The men and women's swim and dive team took home 2 runner-up trophies, and KJ Hager took home Diver of the Week virtually every single week, leading us to investigate just exactly who his competition in the league was. Meet Max. He's 5 years old. Way to go, KJ.
Ashley Green finished up her senior year this year. With a career 102 three-pointers, she has earned herself 50 days of free chips and queso. Don't bother doing the math, we already did it. Coincidentally, Peter Korfeld won his 50th conference title this year. Not to be confused with the 50 Shades of Grey, him and the Horizon League seem to be handing out his gear.
In other Panther news, Alicia Harper jumped an astounding 11.79 meters. But because no one understands the metric system, we've decided to put it into other terms that everyone will be able to know. That is about as long as Oregon's largest giant nutcracker.
Or exactly half the size of a female blue whale, the largest whale on Earth.
Or 7 J.J. Panofskis.
Or, for those of you with absolutely no creativity, 36.7 feet.
Finally, on the individual side, Lori Bell was an All-American honorable mention and signed a pro deal with Tulsa, rounding out a fantastic 4 years here at UWM. When asked what his next step would be after soccer, he answered, as any true soccer player would, that he wanted to be an underwear model. Chrissy Dory and Morgan LaPlante also finished up their illustrious soccer careers at UWM by earning first-team All-Horizon League spots. Unlike Lori, Chrissy and Morgan will be pursuing careers in causes furthering world peace and ending hunger.
Meanwhile, our department has had a lot of big things happen this year, starting with buying the naming rights to the UWM Panther Arena for a cool $10 million. Which got us thinking, what else could we buy for $10 million? Perhaps a thoroughbred horse for every student athlete to ride around campus.
It's not a bad idea. Or a complete zip line course that runs from building to building around the campus.
Or 182 Land Rover LR4s.
Or gold leaf jerseys and spandex for the volleyball and tennis team.
Or 10 actual Panthers to be released on the court during basketball games. Talk about boosting performance.
Meow. For the first time in 8 years, we have retained an athletic director, which means it is harder to stay the athletic director of UWM than it is to be the president of the United States of America. Hang in there, Amanda. You're doing great. The NCAA has decided that student athletes need more snacks, which has led us to question, where are they? The most we could find is an odd trail of crumbs leading from Paikowski to Hank Aaron Field.
Speaking of the baseball team, this year they played the Brewers during their annual spring training. It was a great experience for both sides, and although we lost 8-0, we got the last laugh because we took their dog.
There is a new dress code in Paikowski for student athletes. No homemade tank tops. All shirts must have sleeves. Apparently, you are following the rule as long as the sleeve is somewhere on your body.
Our biggest news, after Mountain Dew announced a sale on their 12 packs for only $2, it was reported that we saw trainer Becky smiling. There's no really follow-up news to this, we just thought it was big.
And finally, live from Milwaukee, it's the Golden Panther Awards!